Okay. Manager Kim says so clever.
Wanje Bwana kubira rondo nakenda bakapulu neso bakava
Farouk won with a A, break and finish. Race to 7.
Rose, saba kutumako. Nyambo mfunileyo wana na mais. Ne class. Hapo. Kali badde manene singa wegali.
Okay. Kayanja Ibra, city number 4, Uganda. Ntudde naye wano. Tebyavudde bulungi eggulo. Naye nga yagamba kugumu.
A very good afternoon, everybody. Kindly give me a thumbs up if you can pick the audio of this video feed. Now it's a sunny Thursday afternoon on the 11th of December 2025. Welcome to the Break and Finish Live YouTube streaming platform. There's a tournament that has been ongoing since the start of yesterday, but there was no live stream yesterday because the streamer was resting from all those days of streaming and traveling from Zimbabwe to Zambia to Arusha in Tanzania while returning home yesterday morning. That's not the issue. The issue is that this tournament is now at the round of last 8, the quarterfinals. I've streamed one quarterfinal so far, which is one of the longest races to 7 I have ever streamed in the recent history. It took maybe 2.5 hours minimum for maybe 3 for Glorious and Henry to race to 7. The match was won by Henry Mbabali. Now in this one, Uganda's national champion Bwanika Mansoor, he's the car competition winner. Last time out that we had the car comp exactly 1 year ago when he defeated Ibrahim Sejemba in that final. Who doesn't remember? And he's taking on a tournament that I think he's intending to check his readiness, because the car comp is now just 10 days, maybe 9 days away this year, because it will be played on the 21st of December. It's actually 10 days away. He's down. Bwanika Mansoor is down to Farouk Mutumba by 1 frame to 0, which was won with 1 visit of the table with an apple. Farouk is a very talented young man on the verge of playing black for the second time in this match. He faced off against Mansoor last time out, that they faced off in a comp like this one, and Farouk won. He told me before the start of the match that he was more than determined to take Mansoor down for the second time, and for the second time he wins a second frame and leads by 2 frames to 0. Once again, 2-0 Farouk up against Mansoor in a race to 5. Sorry, race to 7. We are at the venue that is called Villa Lounge in the city of Masaka in central Uganda, just after branching off the road that goes to Mbarara Highway. A walkable distance after branching off Masaka Road is Villa Lounge. It is having 4 tables. The comp has been ongoing for 2 tables, and we shall be having its final stages until we see the winner. This one is the last quarter final. There are 3 players that have made it into the semi-finals, who need to see the match between Glorious, who is supposed to be the best player in the area. He was taken down by Henry Mbabali. The first player into the semi-finals was Ian Kaziwe. The second was Rashid Wagaba, Dog City. Now this one is the third. I also know that Dog City will be taking on Henry Mbabali in the semi-final, while the winner of this match shall be taking on Ian Kaziwe. That one will be coming live next after the stream of this quarter final. Ramadan Ayub, thank you for watching. Kasimagwa David, welcome to the stream. Sibuka David, where you're asking where we are? We are at Villa Lounge in Masaka. Black Tiger is asking if Caesar is around. The answer is no, he's not a part of this one. Martin 256, you are supporting Farouk. Thank you for watching. Ramadan Ayub, Caesar is not in this one. Actually, on returning from Arusha in Tanzania, he even had his air ticket, which he decided not to utilize, then used the road from Arusha to Nairobi, which is just about 6 hours away, and has spent 2 days in Nairobi with the Mchana team, whom he's very good friends with. His idea was to be part of a comp that is happening this weekend in the further western city of Mbarara. So that action will be coming to you live Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon to Saturday afternoon to Sunday evening. That one will be having more than $600 for the winner and cash prizes for the top 4. That one will be coming to you live from Paul Games Bar in Mbarara City. For now, we are at Villa Lounge in Masaka. Entry to the venue is absolutely free, and about 100, slightly more than 100 fans are sitting around the tables watching the action. The numbers shall be growing as the day grows older. All action sponsored by Villa Lounge Bar and Restaurant, one of the most fancy pool playing places in the city. Thabo Motlang, thanks for watching, always from South Africa. where you say you're enjoying this talent. Dr. Spencer, I hope Caesar doesn't get signed up in China. Caesar is already signed up. Bwanika Mansoor on the table now is one of the most successful players in Uganda. He has won more tournaments of the Pool Association of Uganda in the singles category than any other player. He stands on 8 comps. Only second after him are 2 players on 7, that is Sula Matovu and Jonathan Rige, the legend that we call Joker. Joseph Kasozi on 5. Amos Jagumanawe on 5. Fred Namanya on 5. Fahad Sawankambo on 4. Alfred Gumekiriza on 4. That's tournaments organized only by the Pool Association of Uganda, and I'm referring to ranking tournaments. Today it's not ranking, and Mansoor is ranked second so far in this match out of 2 because he's 2 frames to 0 down. Looks to be set to win a first out of 3 with these 4 reds he's now trying to clear. Draws the cue ball closer to the would-be bag of 3 reds left on the table right now, putting it to the center pocket. With 2 more reds portable to the corner pocket, bottom left of the screen. Cue ball off the cushion, but not played with power enough. Leaves himself some work to do because the cut between white and red is relatively sharp. He has to cut it sharp. Cue ball bouncing off the right cushion and back leftwards like that, as close can be to the black. The rest is just a formality. Bwanika Mansoor 1, Farouk Mutumba 2. A race to 7.
Okay, Mansoor 1, Farouk 2, rest to 7.
Now this young man called Farouk is one of just approximately 100 players that have so far qualified for the National Open Grand Finale which is the next event that the Polo Station of Uganda shall be holding, whose grand final, it's already underway. It's just the grand finale that has yet to be played. The date that has been set up for the grand final is the 21st of December. That is Sunday next week, especially for those that are watching live. It will be the 21st of December, where 100 players from all over the country, 128 that is, with 120 coming through, more than 300 qualifying venues from across the country, and then 8 who qualify automatically after being ranked among the top 80 by the Polo Station of Uganda. Now those 8 are Joseph Kasozi, that's in terms of ranking order, Bwanika Mansoor, Ibrahim Sejemba, Ibrahim Kayanja, Caesar Chandiga, Senyanjo Glorious, Lokoma Hazard, and Ndovola Simon, the computer. And then it's as well 28 ladies from the qualifying bracket to be joined by the top 4 to make a ladies chart of 32 played on straight knockout basis at the grand finale. The top 4 ladies are Sheila Anka, the defending champion, the 2 sisters Rukia and Rashida, as well as Amina Faith Nganda. That is happening from on the 21st of December. And then the following day, for 2 days, now action shall return to Harare, where there will be a comp where number 1 shall be taking $6,000, number 2 $4,000 cash prizes for the top 8 out of 32, with the 8th player taking home $500. That is players from about 6-7 African countries, 32 players, all sponsored by the Zimbabwean prophet Emmanuel Makandiwa in celebration of his birthday. Players are registering for free. They are also being fed for free. They are being accommodated for free. They are being transported to and from the airport for free. That's the international players. All they have to do is to get themselves to Harare. And for whatever reason, the prophet chose to invite out of 16 of the 16 invitees, he chose the 6 to be Ugandan. And the 6 invitees are Ibra Sejemba, Caesar Chandega, Joseph Kasozi, Ian Kazebe, Simon Lebola, Hazard, to be joined by 3 South Africans, Thami, actually 4 Thami Jabavu, Harry Martin, Aiden Joseph and Jeremiah Nigel. The Zambians, Victor, Kelvin and Mofia. The Tanzanians, Abdallah Hussein and Saif Hamad. The Malawians, Stanford Given Ginte. The Kenyans exempted from themselves, choosing to play instead the comp in Kenya on the same day. Action shall be coming to you on this very channel from Harare. And for now, I can say happy birthday, Prophet Makandiwa. But it could be happy equalizing day for Bwanika Mansoor, because he looks to be set to be winning frame number 4 with his ongoing visit over the table. Now 2 reds portable to the same corner pocket top right, and then black, I would believe, this corner pocket top left. There he goes. That is the left hand. There has won 2 cars in the 2 car comps in 2024 as well as 2018. Bwanika Mansoor 2, Farouk Mutumba 2, race to 7.
Finish from the defending champion. Okay, 2-2. 2-2. Race 7.
Thank you for watching, James. Asking if I'll stream Nile, I don't know. Isaac Rejumba. You're asking if Sheila Anka is fit to play. By the way, Anka Sheila, the defending champion of the car comp, got an accident about 9 days ago today. She's recovering from home. She actually spent a day in intensive care. Thanks to God, she's now better. I did have a discussion with her. She's saying she thinks she will play in the National Open Grand Finale. That's what she thinks. Hopefully she does play. Mawiri James, watching from Kampala, greetings to you. Shizam Nelson, you must be watching from Nigeria. You are having a discussion about the money matches that has been happening between Shehu, the Nigerian, and Gente.
Okay.
For me, what I know is Nigeria is one of Africa's powerhouses of talent. But I can say that for most sports talent, not exactly so cool. Ivan Federa, thank you for watching. You're asking why Mansoor doesn't participate in many comps.
You're welcome, man. Please. Okay. Ibadeyo kumanejinga omuzanyi ekintu kine kamuwulira bwe kaseera beina simaluddawa mugimanyi tiketi ye China kyekositinga
Canadian boy.
sikyago. Okay.
You said that they are trying to announce Mansoor as defending champion to scare the young man. No, they know each other very well, these players. Whether or not they declare him, it actually means not so much. Looks to be set to win a third frame out of 5. Farouk is one of those players that are a product of COVID, having been discovered at Capital Night Pool Club, one of the teams in the Ugandan Pool League. When there was resumption of play, although with standard operating procedures during COVID, himself then at the age of 17 in 2020, but playing reasonably very well. He looked so young even to be 17 then. Then in 2023, after the return of the National Open Championship, he qualified when he won the qualifying event at Portit in Kampala. He's visibly very talented, but I want to suggest that his career has been moving slower than the level of his talent may actually suggest. He has won 164-man comp so far this year in the city of Fort Portal, when he did beat the youngster Herbert Mokisa in the final. Now look at how good he can manipulate the cue ball around the black off the cushion to inspire a round of applause from the fans. Farouk versus the black, versus the defending champion to regain the lead. There he does.
3-2.
Farouk 3 and Mansoor 2. Race to 7. I was calling you when I was in the car. I wanted to ask whether you're here. Tomorrow we go to Barak. Yeah? He knew. Where is he now? Eh?
Aha. Wonderful. Seat number 2, Uganda. Abikoze. Okay. Utafuna kya kuyiga wano. Kero bulekyo. Ebintu biri ebyangu. Oboda bugozi n'otenga. Olebera mikono. Dda. Tujja kubiraba bino. 3.
There is no big surprise that the crowd largely say 80% supporting Mansoor in this match. He's born and bred in the area where this tournament is being held. In fact, for most of the time that we are not seeing him busy participating in tournaments, he decided to retire back home. He has decided to be staying with family here in Masaka, where he was born and raised. It's now 3-3, with Mansoor having his cause on the left in red and Farouk having his cause on the right in green, racing to 7 for a place in the semi-finals for the chance to take on Ian in the most competitive of the 2 semi-finals coming up next. The semi-finals shall be races to 8. Now this is frame number 7. You can as well predict with me Who do you think will be winning this match? Farouk won the first two frames, one of them with the apple. Mansoor pulled them back and equalized, making it 2-2. Farouk winning the fifth to make it 3-2. And Mansoor equalizing in the sixth. That's why the score is at 3-all. The table seems to be open. Alfredo Jr., I think Moto will win by 7 frames to 5. By the way, Moto is nickname of Mansoor. It means a young person. He became a star player at a very young age. At around the age of 15 to 16, he was already playing pool on the streets of Kampala. And it was very easy to tell that he would be a big name player, even when he was a very young boy. He was called Moto, means a young person, so it's just called Moto, young person. Since then, he's now, if I'm not mistaken, he's about 26 years old, and the name Moto has been around him for 10 years plus now, although he's no longer Moto. Canadian boy, thank you for watching. Yes, Mansoor prefers shining around small players, but today he's losing this one. Okay, let's see where that one goes. Basijirenda Jonas, you think Farouk is a very decent player? Even more than decent. Some of his clearances can really mean to be good. He's turned 20, so I no longer count him among the up-and-coming players. I no longer count him amongst the youngsters. But in some kind of way, he's always around the likes of Yahya and Herbert as the very young men who also know that they will be the core of Ugandan pool and even beyond for the years to come. He doesn't participate a lot internationally, but he was part of the Team Maxwell International Carnival, the comp that was won by Eshka. He reached the round of the last 32 out of 200 players from about 9 countries. Once again, dear viewers, we are at Villa Lounge, Masaka City, Central Uganda, right on the shore of Lake Victoria, where we are seeing Farouk Mutumba in the last quarter final of the day, taking on the country's national champion, legendary player Bwanika Mansoor. With a seeming likelihood Farouk could win frame number 7. You see the red that is close to black. It is portable to the corner pocket top right. He has to avoid any contact between red and the yellow that occupies part of that corner pocket, and with a simple roll, cue ball following the red just a little. That is perfect. It should be done, this one. With just one red left on the table, which he'll have to put to the corner pocket top left. Cue ball being played by backspin, bouncing off the right cushion. He wants to put black to the center pocket left. Just like that, the rest is a formality. Another single visit of the table to demonstrate the powerful clearance of Farouk Mansoor. He as well gets a round of applause from the fans as he regains the lead for the third time in the match. It is Farouk 4 and Mansoor 3 and the race to 7.
Next on table 1, it's a game to watch. Remember, game to watch. Game watch. Next on table
Tafaza Vombe asking if I'm coming for Prophet Makandiwa's birthday. Prophet sent me an air ticket.
Semi-final one.
I'm over the moon.
Ian Kaziwe, Dog City.
Muhammad Yusuf, thank you for watching. You say he can use the same name Moto because in Swahili it means fire. Yes, Moto is M-O-T-O. It means fire in Swahili. Moto is M-U-T-O. In Luganda it means a young person. But Moto will not be a bad one for a nickname. I hope any player is hearing. It wouldn't be able to what it just means fire. Mona Habi, thank you for watching. You support Farouk. Canadian boy, you want me to watch out? All right, you know these two players. Let's see how good it goes for Farouk as Mansoor misses a ball yet again. With the umpire calling on Farouk for his turn on the table.
Kitende nawe mwakola mutya yakuwa kazindaalo.
Saison, you're asking what was going on in the match between Glorious and Jude, ending on a decided Jude won it. It's actually called the Henry Mbabali. He won it by 7 frames to 6. And the table was open and Farouk closes it, playing the yellows. Of course, better positioned, of course, easier finishable, and he wants to finish the frame with his ongoing visit of the table. You fancy that he will. He has the ability, he has the temperament, he has the desire. Of course, a point to prove for him as well. Kingo, you think Moto will win this one for sure? Moto is a very good friend and fan of Mansoor, watching from Barara, where the second competition of the week will be happening. Kingo, I am coming tomorrow evening that side. Valeria Crush, thank you for watching. You are supporting Kayanja Ibra, but he's not playing. Sorry. I hope I am safe. It's now Farouk with the task of putting 2 more yellows, getting himself closer and closer and closer to finishing the frame, to regaining a 2-frame lead. This one to be played with some kind of backspin, but little backspin, cue ball moving just a little backwards after putting yellow to the corner pocket top left. The shot is off target. While the cue ball was played to perfection, the most important thing is first to put a ball. Advantage Mansoor. Seemingly Mansoor wants to play snooker, and the snooker he plays. We are at Villa Lounge in Masaka City in central Uganda. Just in case you are in and around areas of Masaka, Lukaya, Zimbabwe. That is for those who know Ugandan geography. Feel free to come and entertain yourself by watching the semis, and the final entrance is absolutely free. Coming up next is the first semi-final that is going to be happening between Ian and the winner of this match. We are getting close to sunset, so please apologize the rays of the sun that are on part of the table right now. It will be the case maybe for the duration of this match. I want to think that by the time the next match starts, maybe we shall have full sunset with no rays of the sun. But there is Mansoor trying to raise himself to winning a fourth frame here. The easier portable reds of all of them three on the table is the one close to the yellow near the right end of the table. It's just that once he plays it, the cue ball will naturally be played into the yellow and will hamper its movement. He may have to contemplate instead playing another ball. Maybe the red that is in the middle of them three that are on the table. In the same shot, he must not lose his cue ball. That's why he will wait to play until he is absolutely sure. After this long fourth frame, The young man in Farouk Mutumba finally wins it and regains a 2-frame lead
6-3
for a second time. It is 5 for Farouk. Forget the guy flipping the scoreboard. He may be on some kind of high stuff.
Okay, it is 5
and 3 for Mansoor, meaning Mansoor needs to win 4. Farouk needs to win 2 out of the remaining 5.
Boy, apa kasabatnya?
So one thing that has been about Mansoor's career this year, for the time that he won the National Open, all the remaining comps he found himself not participating. He has played in about a maximum of about maybe 6, maybe 7 comps this year, maybe a maximum of 8. I remember him reaching 1 semi-final, then 1 final and losing it. I don't remember him winning any. He has not been participating in many matches and has not been consistent in the league matches. He has also not been that active in the international comps. He was part of the Timbuktu International Carnival in Eldoret, lost out in the first round to Zambia's Stephen Banda. So he has not been anywhere near his best this year. For the last maybe 5 weeks, he has been a little more active participating in comps like this, but still not yet to his known level. You do get a feeling that he's getting himself in shape for the car competition grand finale, using these comps now that he's participating in of late to test his fitness, but I don't think he's getting any better answer than he is, because while he was relatively inactive, the likes of Farouk were more than active, and they are now more match fit, and it is manifesting itself right in front of our eyes that maybe in terms of match fitness they are even more ready than the defending champion for the car comp. It is Farouk now on the verge of winning a 6th frame. Decided to play backspin. There is passage of the black to the corner pocket, top left where there is the black. There he passes it. There he wins the frame. There he needs just now 1 out of the remaining 4 to make himself a winner of this match, a match against Mansoor for the 2nd consecutive time. Once again, Farouk Mutumba 6 and Bwanika Mansoor 3, race to 7. The young man needs one. The champion needs all of them four, with Farouk now making himself a big favorite for the victory of this match. Mona baby, you're asking as the coming comp, how many have won it so far? You want me to try and tell you that's your request? Okay, the car competition is about 15 years old, but some years there was no competition played, sometimes because of lack of sponsorship, sometimes of course COVID, and other years because of administrative reasons within the polar station of Uganda. Otherwise, it's first winner. Even before a car was given out, it was just the national open with sometimes cash, sometimes pool tables being given out to the winner. A guy that he's now over 60. We really cherish him as a legend of the game, a former president of the Uganda Polar Station. He is also a former coach and a former national champion. We call him Bob Minani, who did win it in the year. And that was just after 2000. The comp wasn't played for 9 years. Then 2009, it was won by the guy that is called Fred Namanya. We call him Bondi. 2010, it was won by Jonah Turije. We call him Joker. 2011, it was won by a Tanzanian who was called Khalfan Twali. 2012, the competition was won by Alfred Gumekiza. We call him Black Sheep. 2013, Turije Jonah won it for the second time, becoming the first player to win the car competition more than once. 2015, the car comp. 2014, the car comp was won by Fahad Sewankambo. We call him the B. 2015, it was won by Amos Ndiagu Manawi. 2016, it was won by Sula Matovu. 2017, it was won for the second time by Fahad Sewankambo, who became the second player then after Turije Jonah to win the car competition more than once. 2018, it was won by this guy that is playing right now, Bwanika Mansoor, defeating Lobola Simon, the computer, in the final. 2019, it was not played because of administrative reasons within the polar station of Uganda. 2020, COVID. 2021, COVID. 2022, COVID. The comp returned in 2023 when it was won by Caesar Chandiga. 2024, Bwanika Mansoor became the third player to win the car competition more than once. 2025, it will be played on the 21st of December this month. Who will win it? Your guess is as good as mine. For the ladies, the competition, the car was given for the first time in 2018. It was won by Rita Nimusima, who defeated then a very young Rashida Motesi in the final. 2019, it wasn't played, as well as 2020, 21, and 22. 2023, it was won by Rukia Nega, who defeated her sister Rashida in the final. 2024, it was won by Sheila Anka, who defeated Amina Faith Nganda in the final. 2025, let's meet on the 21st of this month to see who will be winning it this time round. I hope I have answered you. Waswa James, you're asking where did Peter Mainja go? He's around. Bwanika Mansoor 4 and Farouk Mutumba 6. 3 frames to go. Uganda's national champion currently, Bwanika Mansoor, having to win them all or else bow out of this competition, which is organized right in his own backyard, where he's born and bred, both as a person and as a player. Also, for the fact that he will be exited by this youngster for the second time this year is a real testament of where he is now in terms of form, going into bigger comps coming up in the end of this year as well as the start of next year. As now he aims to pot with the backspin cue ball being played into the right direction, taking it slow, taking it consistent, with one mission to finish the frame with his current visit of the table. You get a feeling he should have played with a little bigger spin, also a little more power, play the cue ball into those 2 reds that are so close to yellow near the center pocket left to split the reds open. Maybe now this is the chance, because now the cue ball is pretty much natural. If he is to play the red that is closest to the black, the cue ball will be played into the other 2, but he decides to wait, maybe use a different shot to achieve the same exact objective like that. I think it will do, because the red now close to the cue ball is now in space. What he needs to do is to put the red he's looking at to the corner pocket bottom left, manipulate cue ball towards the bottom end of the table, where he wants to put the would-be remaining red on the table to the center pocket right. I don't think he will start with the red close to the cue ball. It will be a little suicidal. This is also hard. The skill is trying to play, but realistic. Play with the top spin, cue ball off 2 cushions, that is off the bottom cushion on the right. Cue ball moves rightwards, then off the right cushion, such that it now moves leftwards near those 2 yellows that are near the center pocket on the left. That's where he needs the cue ball, where it would be accurate for him to put the last red to the center pocket right. Once again, has to be off 2 cushions. If you went for off 1 cushion, it will be a little harder. Off 2 cushions, 1, 2. Look at the movement of the cue ball close to those 2 yellows. Beautiful cueing from Farouk Mutumba. And the round of applause from the fans is in order. While the fans are definitely fans of Mansoor, because this is where he's born and bred and raised as a player and as a person, and they are looking at a youngster who is outplaying him right in Mansoor's backyard. Now wanting to play red with a little backspin. The rest is just a formality. The match is gone. Mansoor is done. The country's national champion is exited from the competition right at the quarterfinals by a very little and talented Farouk Mutumba. Final score, Farouk 7 and Mansoor 4. Thank you for watching. Coming live next is going to be perhaps Farouk versus Ian. There is also Babari versus Dog City.
Dog City, Babari, Dog City, semi-final 1.